Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. The Harry Potter series is more than just a tale of wizards and magic. It's a profound exploration of the human condition. At its core, the story follows the journey of an orphan boy who discovers he belongs to a hidden magical world. J.K. Rowling's masterpiece delves deep into themes of love, death, and the choices that shape our identity. The power of love, particularly a mother's love, is a recurring motif that drives the narrative and ultimately proves to be the most potent magic of all. The series also serves as an allegory for real-world issues. The conflict between pure-blood supremacists and those they deem inferior mirrors real-world racism and discrimination. Through this, Rowling encourages readers to question societal prejudices and stand up for what's right. Harry's coming-of-age story resonates with readers of all ages. His struggles with loss, friendship, and the weight of destiny reflect universal experiences of growing up and finding one's place in the world. The richly detailed magical world, with its own history, creatures, and systems of government, provides a mirror through which we can examine our own society's structures and flaws. Ultimately, Harry Potter is a testament to the power of imagination, the strength found in friendship, and the idea that love and courage can triumph over evil and fear. The Lord of the Rings, J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings is not merely a fantasy epic, it's a profound meditation on power, corruption, and the nature of good and evil. Set in the meticulously crafted world of Middle-earth, the story follows a diverse group of characters on a quest to destroy a ring of immense power. At its heart, the series explores the corrupting influence of power. The One Ring serves as a metaphor for the allure of absolute authority and how it can twist even the noblest intentions. This theme resonates deeply with our own world's struggles with power and leadership. Tolkien's work also delves into the nature of heroism. The unlikely hero, Frodo Baggins, embodies the idea that greatness can come from the most unexpected places. His journey illustrates that true strength often lies in resilience and moral fortitude rather than physical might. The diverse fellowship that forms to aid Frodo represents the power of unity in the face of overwhelming odds. It serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of cooperation and understanding between different cultures and races. Tolkien's rich mythology and invented languages add depth to the narrative, creating a world that feels ancient and lived in. This attention to detail has inspired countless readers to explore linguistics and mythology. Ultimately, The Lord of the Rings is a testament to the enduring power of hope and the ability of small acts of kindness to change the course of history.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more topics you love.
A Song of Ice and Fire, J.R.R. Martin. J.R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series is far more than a medieval fantasy. It's a nuanced exploration of power, morality, and the human condition. Set in the fictional continents of Westeros and Essos, the narrative weaves together multiple storylines in a tapestry of political intrigue and personal drama. At its core, the series subverts traditional fantasy tropes, presenting a world where heroes can fall, villains can be sympathetic, and moral absolutes are rare. This complexity reflects the ambiguities of our own world and challenges readers to think critically about right and wrong. Martin's work delves deep into the nature of power and governance. The struggle for the Iron Throne serves as a metaphor for real-world political machinations, exploring how the pursuit of power can corrupt and the responsibilities that come with leadership. The series also tackles themes of identity and personal growth. Characters like Daenerys Targaryen and Jon Snow grapple with their heritage and the expectations placed upon them mirroring the universal struggle to define oneself in the face of societal pressures. The looming threat of the others, White Walkers, introduces an existential element to the story, serving as an allegory for real-world issues like climate change that require unity to overcome. Ultimately, A Song of Ice and Fire is a profound meditation on the complexities of human nature, the consequences of our choices, and the blurred lines between good and evil in a morally grey world. The Chronicles of Narnia, C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia is more than a children's fantasy series. It's a multi-layered allegory exploring themes of faith, morality, and personal growth. Set primarily in the magical world of Narnia, the series follows various children as they navigate this enchanted realm. At its heart, Narnia serves as a spiritual metaphor. Aslan, the great lion, represents a Christ-like figure embodying sacrifice, redemption, and divine love. Through this, Lewis gently introduces complex theological concepts in an accessible way. The series also delves into the nature of good and evil. Characters face moral dilemmas that challenge their beliefs and force them to confront their own flaws. This nuanced approach to morality encourages readers to think critically about their own ethical choices. Lewis uses the fantasy setting to explore real-world issues. The White Witch's endless winter in The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe can be seen as an allegory for totalitarianism, while the Calamines in The Horse and His Boy prompt reflection on cultural differences and prejudice. The concept of personal growth is central to the series. As the children mature through their adventures in Narnia, readers are invited to consider their own journey of self-discovery and moral development. Ultimately, The Chronicles of Narnia is a testament to the power of imagination in conveying profound truths about faith, courage, and the human experience. The Hunger Games, Suzanne Collins. Suzanne Collins' The Hunger Games trilogy is far more than a young adult dystopian series. It's a searing critique of power, media manipulation, and the cost of war. Set in the post-apocalyptic nation of Panem, the story follows Katniss Everdeen as she navigates a world where children are forced to fight to the death for entertainment. At its core, the series explores the abuse of power and the mechanics of oppression. The Capitol's control over the districts through fear and spectacle mirrors real-world authoritarian regimes, prompting readers to question their own societal structures. Collins delves deep into the ethics of revolution and the cyclical nature of violence. As Katniss becomes the face of rebellion, the series asks difficult questions about the morality of war and the price of freedom. The concept of media manipulation is central to the narrative. The Hunger Games themselves serve as a metaphor for reality television, highlighting how media can be used to distract, divide, and control populations. The series also tackles themes of identity and self-determination. Katniss's struggle to maintain her sense of self in the face of external pressures reflects the universal adolescent experience of defining oneself in a complex world. Ultimately, The Hunger Games is a powerful commentary on the human cost of conflict, the danger of unchecked power, and the importance of individual agency in the face of systemic oppression. Twilight Saga, Stephenie Meyer. The Twilight Saga, while often dismissed as merely a teen vampire romance, is a complex exploration of love, choice, and the nature of humanity. Set primarily in the rainy town of Forks, Washington, the series follows Bella Swan as she navigates a world of vampires and werewolves. At its heart, Twilight delves into the concept of forbidden love. The relationship between Bella and Edward serves as a metaphor for the intense, all-consuming nature of first love, while also exploring the sacrifices one might make for love. Meyer's work also tackles the theme of free will versus destiny. Bella's choice between human life and vampirism represents the broader human struggle to shape one's own fate in the face of seemingly predetermined paths. The series presents an interesting take on the vampire myth, reimagining these creatures as more human and morally complex. So this invites readers to question traditional notions of monstrosity and humanity. Scenes of family and belonging are central to the narrative. The Cullen family's choice to abstain from human blood reflects the human struggle to overcome one's nature for a greater good. The werewolves storyline introduces elements of cultural identity and heritage, touching on themes of tradition versus progress. Ultimately, while controversial, the Twilight Saga is a testament to the power of choice in shaping our lives and the transformative nature of love, both romantic and familial. Percy Jackson, The Olympians, Riordan. Riordan's Percy Jackson, The Olympians series is more than a modern retelling of Greek mythology. It's a profound exploration of identity, destiny, and the power of friendship. Set in a world where Greek gods and monsters coexist with modern society, the series follows Percy Jackson, a young demigod, as he navigates this dangerous and complex realm. At its core, the series delves into the struggle of finding one's place in the world. Percy's journey from a troubled kid to a hero mirrors the universal adolescent experience of self-discovery and acceptance. His dyslexia and ADHD, reframed as demigod traits, send a powerful message about embracing one's differences. Riordan skillfully weaves ancient myths into contemporary settings, making timeless stories accessible to a new generation. This blend of old and new encourages readers to see the relevance of these ancient tales in their own lives. The series also explores themes of loyalty and sacrifice. Percy's unwavering dedication to his friends and his willingness to risk everything for them highlight the importance of friendship and teamwork in overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Furthermore, the books tackle complex family dynamics, particularly absent or imperfect parents, resonating with many young readers' experiences. The gods' flawed nature serves as a metaphor for the realization that adults, including parents, are not infallible. Ultimately, Percy Jackson, The Olympians is a celebration of diversity, emphasizing that everyone, regardless of their background or challenges, has the potential for heroism. For the Divergent series, Veronica Roth. Veronica Roth's Divergent series is far more than a dystopian adventure. It's a profound examination of identity, societal control, and the danger of absolutes. Set in a post-apocalyptic Chicago where society is divided into 5 factions based on virtues, the series follows Tris Prior as she discovered she's divergent, unable to fit into any single category. At its heart, the series explores the concept of identity and the pressure to conform. The faction system serves as a metaphor for societal expectations and the human tendency to categorize people. Tris's divergence challenges this system, promoting the idea that human nature is too complex to be rigidly defined. Roth delves deep into the themes of choice and destiny. The choosing ceremony, where teens select their lifelong faction, reflects the real-world pressure young people face in making decisions that will shape their future. The series also tackles the abuse of power and the danger of utopian ideals. As the seemingly perfect faction system unravels, readers are prompted to question the cost of societal harmony and the potential for corruption in any system of governance. Themes of bravery and selflessness are central to the narrative. Tris's journey from abnegation to dauntless explores the multifaceted nature of courage, suggesting that true bravery often involves selflessness and sacrifice. Ultimately, the Divergent series is a testament to the power of individuality and the importance of questioning societal norms, encouraging readers to embrace their complexity and resist simplistic categorizations. The Maze Runner, James Dashner. James Dashner's The Maze Runner series is more than a thrilling dystopian adventure. It's a deep exploration of survival, memory, and the ethics of scientific advancement. Set in a world ravaged by solar flares and a deadly virus, the series follows Thomas and his fellow gladers as they navigate increasingly dangerous trials. At its core, the series delves into the nature of identity and the role of memory in shaping who we are. The glader's amnesia serves as a powerful metaphor for adolescence, a time when we often feel thrust into a confusing world without a clear understanding of our past or future. So Dashner skillfully examines the dynamics of group behavior under extreme stress. The Glade Society, formed by teenage boys with no adult guidance, reflects Lord of the Flies-esque themes of order versus chaos and the struggle to maintain humanity in dire circumstances. The maze itself is a complex symbol representing both the challenges of life and the manipulative nature of those in power. It raises questions about free will versus determinism. Are the gladers truly making their own choices, or are they merely rats in a larger experiment? The series also tackles heavy themes of sacrifice and the greater good. Characters frequently grapple with moral dilemmas, forcing readers to consider what they would do in similar situations. Ultimately, The Maze Runner is a commentary on the potential dangers of unchecked scientific progress and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Sherlock Holmes, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes series is far more than a collection of detective stories. It's a profound exploration of logic, human nature, and the power of observation. Set in Victorian-era London, the series follows the brilliant detective Sherlock Holmes and his loyal friend Dr. John Watson as they solve seemingly impossible cases. At its heart, the series celebrates the triumph of reason over superstition. Holmes's scientific method of deduction, revolutionary for its time, encourages readers to look beyond the obvious and question their assumptions. This emphasis on logical thinking has inspired generations to approach problems methodically. Doyle's work also delves deep into the complexities of human psychology. Through the varied motivations of criminals and victims alike, the stories offer insightful commentary on the human condition, exploring themes of greed, revenge, love, and desperation. The character of Sherlock Holmes himself is a study in contradictions, embodying both the power and limitations of pure logic. His struggle with ennui and potential drug addiction humanizes him, suggesting that genius comes at a price. Sir Watson-Holmes dynamic is central to the series' enduring appeal. Their friendship represents the balance between emotion and reason, intuition and logic, serving as a model for effective partnership. Ultimately, the Sherlock Holmes series is a testament to the power of the human mind and the importance of critical thinking, while also acknowledging the role of empathy and human connection in understanding the world around us.